Hello, everyone. I hope you all are able to join me. This is probably my second live, um, but my first live as an artist in this sense. So I guess I'm supposed to give everyone a few minutes um, to get on. So I guess I'll do that. If you're on here and you can hear me and see me, you can just put some comments so I'll know that you're here. I don't imagine that this will take very long. It's not like I have a whole CD at this point to listen to. But I hope you are able to join me. Uh, Welcome to those of you who can be on. Hey, Karen, so good to see you or see your comment. Thanks for joining. I'm excited about this. I think I'm gonna do a little something while people are coming in. Yeah. Oh, climbed up to the highest mountain, looked all around, couldn't find nobody. Mm. Went down into the deepest valley, looked all around down there, couldn't find nobody. Yeah. I went across the deep blue sea, couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Mm. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find anybody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. Oh, you are the great I am. Awesome in all your ways, and mighty is your hand. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. I searched, couldn't find, but I know still nobody, yeah, nobody greater. Hey Gia, hey Kia, nobody greater, no, greater than you. Oh, I searched all over, couldn't find anybody who looked high and low. Still couldn't find nobody, nobody greater. Nobody greater, no, greater than you. Nobody, nobody greater, no, no, greater than you. Searched all over, couldn't find nobody, nobody, no, greater than you, God. Looked high and low, couldn't find nobody, nobody greater, greater than you. Tried so many things, but I couldn't find anybody, nobody but you, God. Satisfy my every need. Nobody, oh, nobody great. Hey, Art Jones, thank you so much. No, nobody, oh, nobody greater, greater than, greater than, greater than, greater than you, greater than you. Thank you all so much for joining. Everything, Gia, everything. Um, this is this is me. I am going by a different stage name, but this is me. This is who I am. I am J-Terrell. Those of you who are on, you know me by several different names. And I just thought that a stage name was nice. There are so many people who have different stage names. It's not an alter ego in the sense that I change it to somebody different. I just I just liked it. So I decided, why not? I've been going by it as far as my stage name is concerned for a few years. Hey Dana. Woo! Thank you, Karen. Um, I've done concerts, and a few years ago, I just decided to be J-Terrell for my music uh, outside of church. For those of you who um, have not experienced me in some sense, I sing soul and R&B. I love it. It's uh, it's one of my favorites of the genres that are out there. But I always come back to God music, and I call it God music because I love CCM. I love gospel, whether it's traditional or urban contemporary or contemporary. I love worship, praise and worship. I love it all. So I call it God music, and that's what I do. I am based in Maryland. I am married and have two beautiful daughters. Um, what else? I've been singing since I was 5. Um, I first tried I was a part of the Sunshine Band at my church, and we were all singing, all the fellas were singing The Temptations, Silent Night, their version, and, um, because my voice was so high, I didn't really have a problem with hitting that high note, sleeping heaven. I mean, I could do it at 5, I can't do it at my current age. And my birthday was just on Wednesday, so I turned another year older. Because if I hit that note, the concert is over. There is no more singing at that point. So I stick with what I know. I have uh, been, uh, I was on the choirs at my church. My choir director, who was my first musical mentor, uh, showed me the ropes, saw that I had a gift, put me over both of the choirs at my church. youth choir and the gospel choir, which was quite an experience being a 15-year-old at over adults. So that trained me in particular ways. Once I graduated from high school, and by the way, I'm from a little small town in South Carolina. Shout out to Allendale, South Carolina, where we have one, two, three, four traffic lights. I was thinking about it the other day, and I usually think it's three, but I actually think there are four. Um, and Grew up knowing everybody in the town, um, whether I wanted to or not, because if I was trying to do something that I knew I wasn't supposed to do, it would get home before I got home. So that's the environment I grew up in. I am a country boy at heart, and just I love music. I was in the marching band, started off playing the trumpet and switched over to the baritone, which is like a smaller version of a tuba or a larger version of a mellophone, French horn. Um, and I became drum major my junior year. Um, I've always been singing. Came to college. That's how I ended up in Maryland. Went to Johns Hopkins University for undergrad and did the choir there. We recorded a CD. Was my first recording ever, and the Johns Hopkins Gospel Choir CD called Higher, and wrote most of the songs on that. And it was an amazing experience. Uh, I I don't know. I joined. I was a part of several churches up here. Always tried to be involved in music. I've been a part of theatrical productions on campuses at churches. Um, that's just been my life. Just always music. And um, I do want to say, and please ask some questions if you have some questions, because I can talk once I get started. I do have to say that I haven't always been confident in my voice. I for a long time I love to sing, so I was going to sing, but it wasn't. But it wasn't within a certain construct, within a certain framework, um, where I felt comfortable, where I felt approved. That's where I sang, and you know, graciously, people kept asking me to sing, allowing me to sing. I always wanted to do background singing. That was my thing. When I grew up, I was going to be the youngest person to ever win Star Search with Ed McMahon, but that didn't happen. Um, and I was, as I said, part of choirs and doing solos, that kind of stuff. But once I discovered people like uh, Kirk Franklin and the Family, Fred Hammond and RFC, commissioned. Uh, you get into more of I guess the more recent, um, well, I guess not as recent, Men of Standard. You hear the harmonies that are coming together, and I loved background singing. I mean, woo, we would get in, and you can ask my brother Howard Turner. We would be up for praise and worship at the New Light Church, and um, we would get behind Lady Charlene Dorsey, and we would just act up. We could make up any harmonies we wanted, and we might change the song on you. You just got to keep up with it. Um, thanks, Gia. But my voice is such that it doesn't hide. Um, I have a big mouth, and thanks, baby. It it has taken a lot of work to be able to control this voice. I did a year of Peabody um, private training, Peabody Conservatory. They have an agreement with Johns Hopkins. So I auditioned and was accepted and did a year of that study. And my teacher, first of all, was like, she brought this Italian aria and laid it in front of me and said, we're going to practice this. And so we started practicing singing in Italian, but I was country. And so she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm reading the words here. I have an affinity for languages, so I pick up pretty quickly." And she said, "You have to get rid of that accent. That is not Italian. That is it's something else." So I had to really, that was kind of the first thing of me perf- uh, adjusting my accent, my dialect, and I'm pretty sure you can still hear it in some instances when I get excited. When I speak to my cousins or my mom, I switch immediately. It starts coming out, and it sometimes affects the way I sing. But let me get back. So I was. Um, we're gonna play the song in just a moment. I was, you know, she taught me how to control. And I still needed a lot of years of control because I was used to singing in the background by that point. I was a strong tenor, maybe an alto, soprano if you needed me at some points. And so I kind of got out of learning how to control. And then I started taking lessons with various people. Miss Brown from DC, God rest her soul. Lori K. Sly Montgomery, love her to death. She's to life. She really got me to some places. And then I got strep throat a few years back. And the strep throat, along with what eventually I was diagnosed with LPR, which is um, laryngophageal reflux. It's what they call silent reflux. And so I don't have heartburn and all that kind of stuff, but I do have a reflux that affects my vocal bands. So that, in combo with the strep throat, took me out for about 3 months. I actually had to go to speech therapy at Johns Hopkins and learn how to talk and sing again. And so I have to really learn how to manage that, because if I don't, I'll get a coating on my throat, and after one song or two, especially if I'm jumping up and down, which I do a lot during praise and worship, I can be done. So I have to really um, um, think about what I'm doing with my body, think about how I'm um, doing a lot of different things. So I'm here now. I have been writing music for more than 20 years. Outside of the Johns Hopkins Gospel Choir CD, I have not recorded a song that I've written since then. I've been on some recordings, Kevin Rogers and Anointed Voices of Praise. Shout out to them, love them. That was some of my first kind of advanced in studio um, kind of vocal production, if you will, on a light scale. And but I've been trying to get this music recorded for 20 years. I have about 35 songs that I have written, and yep, Karen, that's what works for me. Um, I've been trying to. I've gone in the studio several times, and it just never worked out. But this was the season. Um, I worked with the Ladyland Music. One of my brothers, shout out to Pastor Tim Grant from Virginia. He called me up and he said, "Todd Delaney is doing something. He's starting this new music production company. You have to do it." And so, from an investment um, that I and another person made, I don't want to put their name out there just in case, I was able to record two songs. And this song, Your Love Lifted Me, was one of those two songs. The goal is to record about 5 or 6 more songs. I want to be able to put out a CD, and this is the year to do it. I'm just doing it. I'm if I have to be afraid, if I'ma just go and do it. So, um, look out for some more music from me. I want to give a shout out to Jay Wallace at the Wall Factory in Reisterstown, Maryland. Amazing studio engineer, has worked with some of the best out there. Um, and Karen, you're gonna make me blush all up under this dark skin. Um, he made me feel comfortable, said, "You got this," encouraged me. You know, we did takes, and I've always loved working with him. And once that was done, worked virtually with the Ladyland music, which is a actually pretty good experience. Got the song back, had it mixed down by Jay at Wall Factory, sent it out to Adam C. Mastering. Shout out to Adam, and we have this finished product. So I enrolled with or signed up with DistroKid, which is a website or it's a distribution company that's web based, and they have all of these connections. So I didn't have to sign with like a major distribution company. They are a major distribution company that's also very user friendly, and I have my music everywhere, and it's incredible, and it's exciting, and it's the fact that one of my friends said, "I went to Tidal and found your song there and almost started crying." And I almost wanted to start crying because the music is on Spotify and it's on Apple Music, and you can buy it on iTunes, and you can buy it on Amazon Music. You can listen to it on Pandora. You can listen to it, Shazam recognizes it. You can listen to it on iHeartRadio. It's it's out there. I just so I worked on my website, updated that. It is j-terrell.com, and updated it so people can have a place to go to check out what I'm doing. And as I make more music, I will upload it there and have it go out to all of the other streaming platforms as well. So thank you, Dana. I believe that it's certainly gotten taken me a while to get to a point where, as you probably heard me say earlier, if you were on, I didn't think that I was really capable of doing this. I um, s- tricked myself out of um, recording for a long time, and compared myself to a lot of different people, and thought I didn't have what it took, but I got over that. I had some help with getting over that. And thank you, Pastor Tim. And so here we are. So, as you heard me say, I recorded two singles with the Ladyland music, and both were mixed down by the Wall Factory, and um, mastered by Adam C. Mastering. And Your Love Lifted Me is the first single. It's so exciting. The second one will be coming out at some point later in the first half of this year. As I work on more music, I will. I, I'm not a. I'm not. I haven't been in the past a great um, social media person, but because I'm doing this, I have to tell people about it, and people who know me know that I don't put myself out there, and I get fussed at all the time. So I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better, and looking to do some things with getting some help with the social media posting and the branding and all that kind of stuff. So we're getting it in the works. But I want to I'm gonna play this song for you, um, and I want to hear your comments. Hey Sarah, thank you so much. Thank you, Aunt Joan. Let me play this song for you. Where am I going to play it from? Let's see. Fact that I can go into uh, Apple Music and just play my song. It's just, and I know I just it overwhelms me. it just really does some great stuff for me. So, without further ado, my first single, "Your Love Lifted Me," and I hope you enjoy if you haven't heard it before. I hope you can hear it. Let me know. I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply stained within, sinking to rise no more. Thanks, Sarah. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry. From the waters lifted me, now safe am I. It was your love. It was your love. It was your love. It was your love. Your everlasting love. Your unconditional love. Straying time and time again, there seems no hope for me. Doing what I did not want, just longing to be free. Then you called me by my name and pulled me out again. You led me to the safest place, the shadow of your wings. Oh, your love saved my soul and made me whole. Yeah, broke my chains and changed my name. It was your love lifted me in victory. The love that covers my sin and assures in the end I will win. Words that brighten all my days and the promise to carry me away. I saw love on the cross for a soul that should have been lost. With compassion, you said no. Your blood you shone. Oh, it was. Why would Jesus die for me? His last breath on Calvary. Thank you, Sister Vicky. It was all because of your love, your love. Tell the world about the power of the cross, how you paid such an awful cost. All because of your love. Every day I'm covered in your love. Grace and mercy because of the blood. When I walked away from you, the strength of your love constrained me to remember that you have good plans for me. And for freedom, I have been made free. All because of your love. All because you love us. You love me enough to set me free. You love me enough to make me me. You love me enough to give your life. You love me enough to sacrifice. Your love. Sit up and up and turn it on your love. It was your love. That's the song. That's Your Love Lifted Me. Hey Sarah. Yes. I wrote the song. I am trying to thank you, Dana. Thank you, Tim. I am trying to release all these songs that I've written. I mentioned before that I've written about 35 songs. And so I believe that God has opened a time frame for me to start putting these songs out there. Thank you, sis. Um, and I'm going to do it. He has given me the resources to do it. He has given me, thanks, Kia. He's given me the support mechanisms, the support, um, um, my support group to be able to do it. I have fantastic family and friends and people who want to work with me. And I believe God has given me a voice to say some things. And he's given me, hey, Mr. Willie, he's given me, thank you, the opportunity to be able to share it with people. And so I'm going to do it. Um, that's it. I, I, when I said earlier that I love music, I, this song was, I heard the kind of a bossa nova Brazilian feel. Um, and so I sent that information along with some songs that served as reference points to the producer at the Ladyland Music that I was working with, and he constructed the music. And so you have this feel. Um, I the songs that I hear, I I hear them as they are. I don't try to fit them into any kind of particular music construct. As I hear them, that's what they're going to be. So I have a praise and worship, a high praise song that's coming out in a couple of months. Thank you. Thank you, Aunt Joan and Sarah. I have a song that's urban, something outside of what people have seen me do over the years. I have this heartfelt plea song that comes from God's heart that I really want to get out there that I've written with a friend of mine, Carolyn Brewer, and uh, another song that's kind of just an anthem of sorts. I so I have a big band song, a jazz song. There are just a lot of them out there that I want to put on vinyl. So I am going to do it. And thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for loving me and loving what I have to offer. Um, and if you could tell people about it, I, I'm honestly taken care of. I don't have, God has really supplied need. Um, so I just want people to hear the music. I really do. I want people to be able to hear God saying how much He loves them through this music, and however it needs to get to them. That's why I've put it on so many platforms. Um, I want them to hear it. I want them to think about what God has done for them, and I want them to think about the fact that He loves everybody enough to rescue everyone. So I have been playing it every day since it finished. It was finished. It was finished back in November, and we got it mastered in December. And I've been playing it every day ever since because one, I am enamored with what God has done. Certainly overwhelmed and overjoyed, but it also ministers to me all the time. It does. It keeps me reminded of how precious the love is. So I don't know if you have any questions. I didn't plan to be on very long. I just wanted to share with you my heart and my heart's song, first song. So um, if there are no questions, I'll just say you all have a fantastic night. Be safe. I am I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to being able to sing this wherever. If I have to, put on my own concert, I will do it because I have done it before. Um, but I am going to. Um, uh, Thank you, Gia. Um, I am going to do what I need to do in order to. And for those of you who know my heart, this is not coming from a space of narcissism or anything of that nature. I just believe that God is giving me a part of his heart, just like he's given so many other people his heart. And this is my opportunity to be able to share it with the world. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. um, so I love you all. Have a great night. Um, Thanks, Kia. I love them too. I love being up there. I love sharing it. I love being able to mix R&B and soul and neo soul and gospel all in one concert because it's about love. And I am going to find a way to make it happen again very soon. So look out for some news. Um, all right. Love you all. Have a good night. And until next time. Share this, share it with your family, share it with your friends, share it with your enemies, share it with your haters, share it with everybody, um, so that people can really. Oh, thanks, Kia. Wow. So that people can really, uh, hopefully, be blessed and benefit from it. Thank you, Gabe. Ah, love y'all for real. This is my third closing. As a preacher, I get three closings, so this is my third closing. Have a good night. Love y'all.